Welcome everyone to the IRF World Championships live from Costa Rica, where we have another men's singles quarterfinal. Mario Mercado from Colombia in the yellow in the front, about to serve, to David Bobby Horn from the USA in the red. 0-0, Mercado serves first. And the first point goes to Mario Mercado. Nice angle on that for Horn, gets the side out. Horn keeping that ball really low, gets him his first point, makes it 1-1. A quick start. These guys both very fast, moving quickly. I'm sure they've been ready to fire off this match. The previous match, 2.5 hours. These guys were watching and scouting. The winner of the Montoya-Moscoso match was Montoya, and Montoya will play the winner of this Horn Mercado match. Oh, what a get from David Horn. That ball just kissing that front wall. Outstanding. Skip from Horn. Side out for Mercado. This is the last singles quarterfinal of the day. After this, we'll be live streaming the doubles quarterfinals. Some of those double matches are just finishing up now to determine who will continue playing in the quarterfinals today. Side out for Horn. Horn came back from a deficit yesterday. He was playing against Guatemala to get to the quarterfinals here today. For those of you that want to check out some of the draws and the action that's been happening here at the International Racquetball Federation. Oh, court hinder. That ball hit that front camera. So they'll replay. You can check out the draws and the events and the results by going to internationalracquetball.com. So they're going to repeat that as that ball hit that front camera box. That's a court hinder. Oh, beautiful down the line from Mercado. Just out of reach for Horn. Mercado gets a side out. This is the 19th IRF World Championships. We're looking for a new men's singles champion this year. The 2016 champion is Rocky Carson. He's not playing singles this year, so that opens it up for a definite new world champion. Rocky Carson from USA is playing doubles. He's playing with his partner Sudzi Monchik, who hasn't actually been on the national team since 1995. So hopefully you guys will get to see them play later on this week. Dave Ellis is the coach of USA, telling Horn to shake that off. We can see his teammates, Cheryl Lotz, Rhonda Rasich, and Charlie Pratt from USA all sitting in the stands, cheering him on. Point for Mercado. 3 serving 4 in game 1. Horn staying aggressive in that rally. Mercado with those lobs to the forehand side. Side out for Horn. 4 serving 3. That serve was no problem for the Colombian. Quick side out. That ball skips. There's a side out. Nice down the line from Horn. He looks upset. He holds out that 2. I don't know if he thought there was 2 bounces somewhere. But it's 5-4. Mercado leading game 1. These two have played against each other before, but they know each other very well as well. They used to be roommates a couple years ago, back when Mercado was training in the East Bay in California. Horn, oh wow, he gets that. Unbelievable hustle. Horn really exerting himself there. Let's take a look back at that hustle. Look at him getting that ball. Mercado on the floor and behind the back. Outstanding. Both of these athletes are great athletes, but Horn always kind of pulls out some of those tricks like behind the back. And if you follow him on Facebook, you'll see him practicing those as well. Keeps it fun and entertaining. Let's get a different angle. Look at that hustle to the front. Has to get back up. That's a short ball. And behind the back, wins it. That ties up our match 5-5 in game 1. So as I was saying, these two know each other very well. They had trained together out in the East Bay in California. David Horn, originally from Stockton, California, now resides in Pleasanton and trains out there. And Mario Mercado, he actually lives in Florida, so he's been training in the U.S. as well. Horn there to cover that short court. Tough rally. That was a long rally. I think Horn may have overdone himself when he reached up in that front on that last rally. He's still kind of feeling that. Looks like maybe his left leg. Oh, between the legs winner for Horn. Given us quite a show as he leads now 7-5. He's pulling out all the tricks here in this quarterfinal. From the knees. And Mercado, it's a pinch winner for a side out. So for those of you just joining us here on the broadcast at the 19th World Championships of Racquetball, we have some of our semifinals set from the results that we've already seen today. On the women's side in singles, Natalia Mendez defeated Ronda Rasic, which means she will play Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala, who defeated Samantha Salas from Mexico in the earlier quarterfinals. Then Maria Jose Vargas defeated Yasmin Sabja. That was Argentina versus Bolivia. So 2 Argentinians are in the semifinals tomorrow. And Paola Longoria from Mexico defeated Adriana Riveros from Colombia to round out the semifinals on the women's side. And if we take a look at the men's side, Sebastian Franco defeated Daniel De La Rosa. That was Colombia defeating Mexico. So Sebastian Franco will face Charlie Pratt from USA tomorrow, who defeated Samuel Murray from Canada in the quarterfinals earlier today. And we just watched 2.5-hour battle to a tiebreaker. Rodrigo Montoya from Mexico winning 11-6 in the tiebreaker over Conrado Moscoso from Bolivia. And they will face the winner of this match. So Montoya will face either David Horn from USA or Mario Mercado from Colombia. Score right now is 7-5. Devin serves 5 in game 1. Horn serving to Mercado. Skip from Horn. He looks back at his coach Ellis just for a second opinion. Now in the quarterfinals, it is not required that there are line judges. However, we've seen already in 2 matches today, both featuring Mexicans. Samantha Salas requested line judges in her match today against Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala. And Rodrigo Montoya requested line judges in his match against Conrado Moscoso. So in this match so far, USA Colombia, no line judges, but they do have the right to ask for line judges if they feel like there's a need for those extra eyeballs. Referee Alejandro Morales is telling the players, do not hit the ball after the rally. Please try not to. Beautiful down the line winner for Horn. Puts him at 8-6. And I think the reason that the referee is doing that is to avoid something like a broken ball. If you hit that ball too hard after the rally. Skip from Mercado. 9-6. USA leads. Nice return for Colombia. Side out. Nice reach from Mercado. That was tough. Horn keeping himself pumped up out there. 9 serving 6. Good reach from Horn. Oh, and he covers that pinch. Good hands. Oh, wow. What an incredible rally. And Mercado skipping that at the end. Some great anticipation from Horn as he covers both the front and the back court. Take a look at this back on the replay. I like Horn's ready position there. This puts Horn at 10-6 now in game 1. Our host club is San Jose Indoor Club And we'd like to thank them for hosting us. They've done a fantastic job. It is pretty humid here in Costa Rica. We are in San Jose for the World Championships. You're watching David Horn from USA and Mario Mercado from Colombia. There's a timeout on the court. Coming up for the rest of the afternoon, we'll be streaming the doubles. We'll have one women's doubles match. That should be starting at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, followed by 2 men's doubles matches. We'll see if we can get an update on exactly who will be playing, as those double matches were still ending in the last hour. Oh, that's a little cracked bounce right there. Oh, he threw that racket out there. You got to throw the racket out. You never know. It's pretty close to reaching the front. Take a look back at the replay. Diving get from Horn. Comes right back at him. Just kind of swings away at it. Almost made it. That's the thing, right? You got to stick your racket out, because if you do make it, then that luck was on your side and it was worth it. These players are battling to go to the semifinals tomorrow, and for the first time since 2008, we will have a new world champion, as Rocky Carson is not playing singles for USA and has been the reigning champion for many years now. The World Championships is also every other year. So every other year there's a new world champion, and we have 18 countries represented here at this World Championship. Some of those countries that we don't always get to see include India, Korea, Japan, Ireland, and Switzerland. Seven serving 11. Roll-out winner from Mercado. Classic racquetball right there. Serve, return, kill. Puts Mercado right now at 8-11. And we have a broken ball. First of this match. We'd like to thank our sponsors. The official racket of the IRF is eForce, and the official ball of the IRF is the Gearbox Black Ball. For those of you that want to check the draws and stay up to date with all the events included here with the IRF. You can go to internationalracquetball.com. Draws, events, and updates. We'll be posting the schedule there every day of the matches that we will be live streaming. You can also follow the IRF on Facebook. Post a lot of updates there too. But today we're streaming all quarterfinals. Tomorrow will be all semifinals. And Saturday we'll be streaming the finals. Skip from Horn, point for Mercado. 9-11. Horn making sure that ball's not wet. Will be a second serve for Mario Mercado. Good get from Mercado. Wow. Just hitting balls across the court. Winner for Horn. He's trying to calm down his breathing there as he steps into the service box. He's leading right now in game one, 11-9. Diving get keeps it alive. Oh, and Mercado holding up. They will replay. We're watching Mario Mercado and David Horn. It's Colombia versus USA. Point for Horn, 12-9 now in game one. Oh, pinch winner from Mercado. Handled that serve like a champ, steps back into the service box. Short serve. Oh, quick hands from Horn. Keeps it really low. Gets himself a side out. I think Horn's having a little bit of trouble finding what serve is going to work against Mercado. A little bit of a warning here from our referee, Alejandro Morales. Horn kicking that ball out of frustration. Running backwards, Horn gets that racket on it, sends it down the line for a side out. Take a look back at this replay. Point for Horn puts game one at 13-9. Mario Mercado calling a timeout. That's his second timeout of the game. These guys are battling for a position in the semifinals. The winner of this match will take on Rodrigo Montoya, who defeated Conrado Moscoso in the quarterfinals earlier today. We also have Charlie Pratt taking on Sebastian Franco in our men's semifinals tomorrow. And on the women's side, we will have Paola Longoria against Maria Jose Vargas, and we will have Natalia Mendez against Gabriela Martinez. This is the quarterfinals of the 19th International Racquetball Federation World Championships. We are in Costa Rica at San Jose Indoor Club. The Pan American Racquetball Championships were hosted here last year in 2017, so it's nice to be back here at the club. There are 5 courts, and actually 2 of the courts here are quite unusual. They have white floors. You don't see that ever in racquetball. They're surrounded by a lot of windows too. So Mercado called his second timeout. Looks like he changed his shirt too. And they're back out on the court. That timeout is just what Mercado needed. He gets himself into the service box, breaks a little bit of the concentration that Horn had. 9 serves 13. Serve, return, kill for Mercado. That was a tough serve. He had Horn on the defensive, got the setup, puts it away, makes it 10-13 in game one. Eleven, 13, 1 point at a time here for Mario Mercado. Short serve. Mercado slowly closing that gap, staying really aggressive out there. 12 serving 13. Horn in the back of the court, breathing technique to help him stay calm. We have a couple updates and scores for the doubles. Team Canada winning game 1 15-9 over Team Venezuela on the men's side, and they're now leading 10-5 in game 2. That's Canada leading over Venezuela. Also on the men's side, Dominican Republic won game 1 over Ecuador 15-9 and game 2 15-11. So Dominican Republic defeating Ecuador will be moving on to the quarterfinals today. And in men's doubles, Ireland and Bolivia. Bolivia winning game 1 15-5 and Ireland now leading 9-8 in game 2. And we have a tiebreaker situation. Team USA, which is playing Team Korea, won game 1 15-4. Korea won game 2 15-14, and now they're in a tiebreaker with Korea leading 3-2 over USA. Here, game 1, Mario Mercado losing to David Horn 15-12. David Horn leading now in the series. We'll be back in just a few moments with more of our men's quarterfinals. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 with Colombia and USA when we return.
The gearbox leather sticks to my hand like it is my skin.
The best feeling in the world. You pull that thing out of the package and you can kind of just feel it still molded into the way they packaged it.
It's honestly one of the best feelings ever. You put the new glove and you're like, I got this. It's so light and so comfortable that I feel like I'm playing with my bare hand.
The grip is a lot better, so I love having new gloves.
Back in our quarterfinals. Horn starting off with a quick point. 1-0. I'm joined by Tim Baghurst now as we watch who will be battling to play Montoya in the semifinal tomorrow. Oh, that one didn't make it. Game 1, Horn was pulling out all the tricks. We saw behind the back. We saw through the legs, and he was making it.
It's a long day here during the quarterfinals, probably the longest day of the tournament because players are playing singles and doubles. Quarterfinals in singles often go well beyond the hour mark just because it's going to be very competitive. You've got the top 8 all competing for a spot in the medal rounds. So there's going to be no kind of routine matches, so to speak. You can see a great shot there by the American. He took the first 15-12. Looking to take this in 2 straight and get off the court. Rest up for tomorrow's matches, or match.
What a big skip for Mercado. Yeah, in game 1 we saw Mercado start to creep his way back and close that gap, but Horn able to pull off the win. 15-12.
Mercado had a long match yesterday in the evening. It's so important that these players keep it professional off the court and not just on it when they train, in terms of their nutrition, their sleep, their hydration, and even also the mental training, because many of these matches are mental challenges too. They're battles not just against your opponent, but you have a crowd watching on, you have coaches, you have teammates, and you're representing your country, which is an added effect. It's not just about you anymore.
Yeah, and that's one of the most exciting things about events like this is racquetball can traditionally be such an individual sport, but now you introduce teams and team medals. So it's not only doubles, but you're going for a team medal as well. Yeah, second serve now for Mercado. Those guys just really owning that center territory, not having to move too much and hitting that ball really fast.
Well, Horn was very close to Mercado, and I think that's what put him off. Mercado thought maybe that he was going to hit Horn, skipped it into the floor. Wow, that's tough. Look at how low that ball was coming off the back wall. It was a great ceiling ball, and it took real quality to snap that wrist to get it cross court from that position. And you can hear Horn, he's not happy with his serve. Look how short that was. Came across the middle. Mercado, cross court winner. Horn doesn't like this call.
So they're talking about whether or not that ball hit the cable, right? But I think they're talking about the cable that goes down the front wall. So my understanding of it is that would be a court hinder because that's on the front wall. And that's what I think Horn is asking for. He wants them to verify that that is indeed what's happening.
Yeah, a court cable, if it hits the cable, it's an automatic replay. But if it hits it on the floor, you can see the little tape down. It's called a skip, because that's right on the bottom of the floor. So just a rules clarification. Why not, right? Let's get this right. Let's not kind of cause drama and controversy by making a call and not getting that rules clarification. Yeah. That's why we have a rules committee here as well, just to make sure that calls are made correctly. So in this situation, our official Morales is going over to the tournament desk. That's the first stop. If the tournament desk cannot provide the answer based on the rules, they can seek out the director of officials who can adjudicate on controversial decisions.
So I think it's good that Horn is asking for that clarification, because it is things like this that can change some momentum. Plus, it's good that everyone's on the same page. That cable going down the front wall, if that's hit, that is a court hinder, and they're just getting that verification.
So skip called. I think hitting the floor is hitting the cable on the ground is what it had, is what had happened, and that's a skip.
Yeah, because that's on the floor.
We thought he was referring to the cable in the middle, but yeah, the floor has always been called a skip across all the tournaments we've streamed, and Horn has been in these tournaments, and he was pretty adamant that it was a replay. Wow, leaping effort from Horn. Beautiful from Mercado. Front forehand pinch winner from him. 2014 Junior World Champion.
So now I think they're just trying to clarify the score, because if that was a skip, it would have been a point for Mercado.
3-3.
So it's 3-3. This puts Mercado in the lead now. And it is interesting how, you know, these calls, these kinds of things really can get into a player's head if they allow it. I think that's what's happening to Horn a little bit right now.
Well, we talked about it, didn't we, just in terms of the mental training. And these players do that on and off the court, many of them. Not everybody, it has to be said. But there's definitely value in doing so, because so many of these instances are mental. It has nothing to do whether you can hit a shot. It's how you overcome a mistake or a bad call, something like that.
How do you push through? 5-3 now for Mercado. I would almost think it might be a good point for Horn to take a timeout and just regroup for himself.
Great pass down the right side from Horn.
Yeah, he was able to capitalize on that setup, take his time, and he gets the side out. Broken ball number 2. So they will replay that point.
It's funny sometimes how balls break when it's not the hardest shot.
Right.
We saw one dramatically in our match just before this. It was match point.
With Montoya.
And just a nice soft touch, and it just blows up as a rollout.
Well, you know, we talk about how many elements the players have to deal with, but these balls have been through a lot too. They are also affected by the humidity. You know, they start to get hotter as the players hit them. And so it's a challenge for the ball as well.
Horn, very emotional player. Not happy with himself, skipping that ball. Reminder, he took the first 15-12, 48 minutes into this match.
And just a reminder for those watching, it is not required in the quarterfinals for line judges here at the World Championships. Now, players can request it if they feel like they want it, and at their request, the line judges will, you know, come out. We will see the line judges in the semifinals and the finals going forward tomorrow and Saturday. We did see in 2 previous matches where Samantha Salas was playing Gabriela Martinez. She requested line judges, and Rodrigo Montoya requested line judges in his match against Conrado Moscoso.
Side out. Horn talking to himself, trying to get himself going. Plenty of action in the early rounds of doubles. Big skip from Mercado.
I think we're going to see a much more vocal Horn now going out throughout the rest of this game as he tries to keep himself focused and get in the mind of his opponent a little bit too. 4 serving 5. Looks like he's calling a screen on himself. Okay, then I don't know.
It's clean hitting from Mercado down the right side. Getting a workout is our cleaner today. We appreciate him and all the staff who've kept this facility going, kept all of the matches on time. Really, it's been a great event here in San Jose.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate to come back here in San Jose. We had the Pan American Racquetball Championship in 2017 here. It's nice to return to this club. The fans are also great. They come out in great support for racquetball. It's overall a great environment. 5 serving 4 in game 2.
Playing well right now, the Colombian. Very experienced player, as is David Bobby Horn, the finalist in March at the Pan Am Championships. Wow, that's beautiful. But Mercado says, I can hit shots too. Look at that. You're seeing some tremendous accuracy and control from these two players.
Mercado leads 6-4 now in game 2. Horn winning game 1, 15-12. There is already one player from USA in the semifinals. Charlie Pratt defeated Samuel Murray today from Canada to make his spot in the semifinals. And Sebastian Franco defeated Daniel De La Rosa from Mexico, adding a Colombian to the men's semifinals. Looks like they're asking for line judges at this point. Mario Mercado made that request, which the players are entitled to.
Yeah, the players can request it at any point during the quarterfinals. We've had some matches today even where it's not been required, but in situations like this where you figure 1 or 2 calls may make the difference, you want to ensure that you get it right. In many respects, it takes the pressure off the referee too, because they don't have to be perfect on every shot or every decision. They make mistakes. They're probably going to miss a call here or there. You know, think about the 2.5-hour match we had before this one. That's 2.5 hours that an official has to be standing upright, no bathroom breaks, focused the whole time. It's a lot. It takes a lot, and it requires a lot of concentration. So the line judges help to alleviate some of that.
Yeah, and I think it's great that the players do know that they can request that if they feel like it's necessary. I think, you know, over the trajectory of today, the line judges have not really overturned any calls. So, you know, it's kind of a kudos to those head referees who are doing a solid job calling these matches. But sometimes I think for the players, it just is an added security.
Horn will shoot this off the back glass. Not that time, Mercado.
Ties it up, 6-6.
What a get, Mercado. Horn down the line. No, cross court.
And Horn takes the lead again in this game 2, 7-6. Mercado calling a timeout, his first timeout of the game. Coming up after this, we will be going into the doubles quarterfinals. We'll work on getting some updates there. Some of those matches are still finishing up right now to determine who will be playing in the quarterfinals. We're also working on getting updates up on internationalracquetball.com. Make sure you check back there for any draw updates, event updates. You can check out future events. And one thing you can also do on internationalracquetball.com is you could make a donation to the IRF. There's a lot that goes into not only putting on the events, but the effort and drive to get racquetball in the Olympics. The future of racquetball is the 2028 Olympics, and there's a lot of work that has to go on behind the scenes in order to get these incredible athletes there and get our sport showcased in the Olympics. We do have our videos from these games, including the Pan American Racquetball Championships, the World Championships, and the Junior World Championships. They are up on the Olympic Channel website. They're also posted on internationalracquetball.com. If you want to contribute to pursuing the Olympic dream, you can make a donation at internationalracquetball.com. Wow, tough rally coming out of that timeout.
Horn controlling Mercado, pushing him around the court. Beautiful, on his knees, Horn. I get the feeling, Laura, that Mercado is just a little tired. He's played both singles and doubles, which means he's playing at least 2 matches a day. He had a tough tiebreaker win last night. Conversely, the American only playing 1 match a day. And so if you bring the heat and the humidity and the emotional effect of competing for a semifinal place at a World Championships, you can start to see, well, maybe just a half step slow, Mercado. A few skips here and there as we see, and suddenly it's a 10-6 lead.
Yeah, this momentum has really shifted here in game 2. Horn regaining control. Oh my. I think that just illustrates your point, Tim. He's calling his second timeout. Mario Mercado will take his second timeout after a couple of points scored by Horn, bringing us to 11-6 in game 2. Remember, David Horn won game 1 15-12. And these players are battling for the semifinals and a spot to play against Rodrigo Montoya.
Yeah, just a few updates on the scores if you're just joining us or haven't been watching our stream. Paola Longoria won this morning against Colombian Adriana Riveros, 15-7, 15-1. Maria Jose Vargas defeated Yasmin Sabja from Bolivia, 15-2, 15-7. Then in the lower bracket, Ana Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala defeated Samantha Salas from Mexico, 15-4, 15-12. And she will face Natalia Mendez from Argentina, who won 15-1, 15-13 over American Ronda Rasic. In the men's draw, Charlie Pratt of the U.S. defeated Samuel Murray of Canada, 15-2, 15-12. And he'll take on Colombian Sebastian Franco, who defeated Mexican Daniel De La Rosa, 15-8, 5-15, 11-10. Another skip from Mercado. He's just making some unforced errors right now. And Horn pulling away in game number 2. He wants to close this out. Favorite shot, Mercado, the pinch. You can see why. So soft, beautiful touch, but he needs some points. Again, just that half step slow. You feel like you could get there.
Thinking the same exact thing.
Women's doubles. Mexico will face Ecuador. Safety hold up, replay. Ecuador defeated Canada in an 11-4 tiebreaker to reach the quarterfinals. There was an appeal for an avoidable hinder by Colombia. Safety hold up was the confirmed call. Horn. Great shot. 12 serving 6. Korea defeated the Dominican Republic 15-14, 15-11.
In women's doubles.
Women's doubles, yep. They will compete against Colombia, who defeated Ireland 15-1, 15-6. Guatemala will face Argentina. Argentina defeated Japan 15-6, 15-6. And Bolivia defeated Chile 15-8, 15-6 to face the 2 seeds USA. 13-6, 2 points away from this match. Bobby Horn, can he close it out? Well, point was given, but I think Horn skipped it. Walked to the back of the court, 6-13. Terrific shot from Horn on the backhand side. Some early men's doubles which are still going on. Mexico won their first 15-8, 15-8 against Chile.
Looking to see if we can get an update on that USA-Korea match.
I believe USA took the tiebreaker. Of course, Dominican defeated Ecuador, and Argentina, defeated India. Here we go.
Match point now for David Horn, 14-6.
And there it is. David Bobby Horn closes it out just over the hour mark. 15-12, 15-6. Mario Mercado fought hard in game 1, but seemed to fatigue in game 2, making a few unforced errors, not chasing down some balls. David Bobby Horn, the 1 seed, finds his way into the semifinals, where he'll face Rodrigo Montoya.